I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. The health and well-being of my patient will be my first. The secrets that are confided in me,
I will respect. The presence of our distinguished guests in our midst. But I think it's apt for us to recognize those who are currently saddled with the responsibility of leading our association. And on that note, I'd like to respectfully introduce, welcome, the one who has received up to 1 million KBSs, because honey called by any name tastes as sweeter. I have seen him in so many attires, from simple to casual to formal to traditional, across the country, and the word that describes him at every time is elegance. Elegance even in his unassuming nature. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today he serves as the Vice Chancellor of the leading newly established University of Health Sciences in Nigeria, the Federal University of Health Sciences, Azare, and at the same time the President of over 50,000 doctors practicing in and outside Nigeria with affiliation to the Nigerian Medical Association as the President of the Nigerian Medical Association. A distinguished professor of obstetrics and gynecology and a gynecological oncologist of repute internationally. Please welcome Professor Bala Muhammad Audu. He's been joined in the efforts to ensure that the medical and dental practice in Nigeria remains at the expected standards by the first Vice President of the Nigerian Medical Association, the founder and CEO of Benjamin Olowo Jebutu Foundation, who has been providing numerous supports, including surgical interventions for the less privileged across the country. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Benjamin Olowo Jebutu. The second Vice President is also an award-winning obstetrician and gynecologist, a past chairman of NMA Benue State, Dr. Ushakuma Michael Anenga. I'd like to respectfully welcome the Secretary General of the Nigerian Medical Association, another Ben, the indefatigable Dr. Ben Ego. You're welcome, sir. The Deputy Secretary General of the Nigerian Medical Association, Dr. Wale Lasisi, another gynecologist, I must say. The National Financial Secretary, Dr. Harrison Omohua. The National Treasurer, I must apologize for that, the nice man himself, Dr. Celestine Ugoke. Of course, the National Publicity Secretary, who I have the honor and privilege of always working very closely with, Dr. Manir Baturi. Please welcome the Editor-in-Chief of the Nigerian Medical Journal, our very own distinguished Professor of Radiology. Please welcome with me Professor Anas Ismail. At this point, I'll step out of the NMA and recognize the presence of the dignitaries in Ogun State who have come to honor us. Please, while the list is being collated, and then I would prefer that they be taken at once, it's very important for us to appreciate the Royal Father in our midst, I have had the privilege of introducing a lot of people who are best described as unassuming, and today he's also one of them. Casually walked in, despite the fact that he is indeed the Olowu of Owu Kingdom in Abeokuta. At some point, we'll get to understand the dynamics of Owu, Ake, and Bagura. But please welcome with us our very own Olowu of Owu Kingdom, Alayeluwa Oba Saka Matemilola Oluyalo Tileta the 7th. A distinguished professor himself. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. And of course, sitting right next to him is the guest speaker for today, who you would have the privilege of knowing even more at some point when he's about to present the the keynote address. But permit me to simply introduce him as one of us, a past Commissioner of Health in Ogun State, Dr. Babatunde Ikpaye. Moving on to this other side, I have here the Honorable Commissioner of Health in Kwara State, who is here representing the Executive Governor of Kwara State, His Excellency Abdurrahman Abdulrazak. Please welcome with us Dr. and Mrs. Amina Ahmed El Imam. Today, we're being hosted in Ogun State, and that is why we call this Gateway 2025. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the host chairman is here, an associate professor of medicine at the Olabisi Onabanjo University Teaching Hospital, Agoiwe. Please welcome Dr. Lukman Ogunjimi. He leads all doctors in Ogun State, has very interesting and impressive relationship with all doctors in Ogun State, and definitely the doctors that lead all institutions in Ogun State. And that shows, as we have here with us, the Provost and Medical Director, is that what we call combined honors, of Neuropsychiatric Hospital, Abeokuta, Dr. Paul Agbola. And of course, we have here with us the Chief Medical Director of the Federal Medical Center, Idiaba, Abeokuta, Dr. Sarah Ibiemi. Oh, okay. She's on her way. I also am still expecting quite a number of the names that we have here. And once we have them, please be assured that they would all be duly recognized. However, please permit me to come back into the fold of NMA as we appreciate our past presidents who have at one time or the other served the association, but they refused to just abandon us at the end of their tenure. They have remained supportive over the years, and their continued support till this moment is apparent in their physical presence and, of course, support all the way. Please join me as I appreciate once again the one who served the Nigerian Medical Association as the president from the year 2010 to 2012. A fellow of the Nigerian Medical Association, Dr. Idris Omede. I've recognized a lot of commissioners and past commissioners today, and maybe, just maybe one day, he is a past commissioner of health in Kogi State. Another round of applause for him, please. Next, I'd like to appreciate and welcome the one we call the Lion Killer. If I have to introduce him, ideally, it'll take us the whole day. But permit me to recognize him as P4, the way we love to call him. He served the Nigerian Medical Association as president from 2012 to 2014. He served the Commonwealth Medical Association as the president, and later served as the #1 doctor in the world as the president of the World Medical Association. The Lion Killer, we love to call him, Dr. Osahan Enabulele. Please permit me to also recognize the pioneer, my VC, my president. The one with many firsts, the officer of the Order of the Niger. So many alphabets accompany his name, both as initials and as suffixes. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a past president of the Nigerian Medical Association who took over as the president in the midst of COVID. His election was unique. There has never been one like his. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, past Vice Chancellor, immediate past Vice Chancellor, I must say, of the Federal University of Health Sciences, Otukpo, past this, past that, now past president of the Nigerian Medical Association, Dr. I.A. O. Uja, MNI, OON, FNMA, NNPOM, etc. Thank you very much. While I await the collation of the list for due recognition, and of course I'm being joined here by my very distinguished colleague, please permit me to appreciate one of those who had served meritoriously in the capacity of regulating postgraduate training in Nigeria as a past president of the Nigerian Postgraduate Medical College, the National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria, Professor Aki Oshibogun. Sir, it's interesting to see you outside suit, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Adeniro. I can feel the fire and the excitement. It's great to be back. Still acknowledging our distinguished guests here. We have the representative of the Chief Justice of Ogun State, Honorable Justice T.A. Ogun Shokon, of the High Court Judge, Ogun State Judiciary. We welcome you, sir. And we also have with us the very first Secretary, NMA Ogun State, is the Akinbogun of Oru Kingdom, a professor of psychiatry, a man of great repute, Professor Adelekon Maruf. Please stand for recognition, sir. We appreciate you, sir. As my co-anchor has said, please, as soon as we get your name, we will surely acknowledge you. I will proceed into our program, and I would like, at this juncture, to invite the NMA Ogun State Chairman, Dr. Lukman Ogunjimi, to give his welcome remarks. Please, let's appreciate our own chairman.
Distinguished guests, distinguished teachers, senior colleagues, let me appreciate the chairman of the occasion and the past chairman of Nigerian Medical Association Ogun State, who has been the bedrock, a rallying point for NMA Ogun State, Dr. Wole Kukoyi. The president of our dear association, who I have now learned from his humble ways, from his unique way of resolving problems. I have now learned that agitation should be subjected and should be changed to diplomacy. With diplomacy, our president has been solving issues. Sir, I have learned that from you, sir. Like I told you in the car, I am gentle and I am fully balanced. Past president of NMA here seated, I appreciate you. The representative of the governor of Kwara State, the commissioner of health, we welcome you to the Gateway City. We appreciate you, man. The Chief Justice, ably represented, we welcome you, sir, and NMA Ogun and National appreciate. The guest speaker of today, a man that will always stand tall for doctors from the time of his, from the time he was a resident doctor. He will say, no matter how short a man is, he can see the sky. And if you are looking for anybody that can defend and stand for right of doctor from time to time, even as the Commissioner for Health, even after as Commissioner of Health, still defending the right of doctor, Dr. Babatunde Kabir Rekwaye. Welcome, sir. Kabir Sio, the representative of Alake, Professor Adeneko. Kadekwe, the Olowu of Owu, our home professor. It's not easy to see a professor as a king. Kabiyesi, our royal father from Idowa, who has been there for us throughout the medical outreach. Mr. President was asking me, why did we go to Idowa? I said, two main reasons. The Kabiyesi of Idowa is very supportive, and they have a distinguished son who happens to be the Director General of DSS and has been ensuring constant health outreach in the area with free drugs for a very long time. Sir, Mr. President, sir, our Kabiyesi was not around because there was an emergency meeting of all Obas yesterday. Kabiyesi, Oba Okuribido, welcome you, sir. Now, I was confused today when I said Professor Adeneko, and I got call from Alake's Palace again that Professor Adeneko. I said, no, Professor Adeneko I know, works with Olowu. He said, no, another Professor Adeneko representing Alake. Now, the Professor Adeneko now is an enemy activist that many people don't know. He was part of the people detained during Idi Agbon regime. And they've been in the forefront of struggle for doctors' rights. And I saw him, he said, I will be there by 10:45. And by 10:45, he was here. Professor Maruf Adeneko, Professor of Psychiatry from United Kingdom. The past president of National Postgraduate Medical College, past secretary, all the awardees, I welcome you all to Ogun State. Ogun State is known for many firsts. The late sage, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, is from Ogun State. Chief MKO Abiola is from Ogun State. Let me also say that the past president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Baba Obasanjo, will have been here. But he sent in his letter. When we met him, he said he had a pre-scheduled meeting in China, and he sent his apology, and he did it in writing, that he would have loved to host us, but he has to be in China. I also recognize the governor of the state in absentia, because today happens to be the day they are presenting the budget. So all the permanent secretary will be joining us by 12 o'clock once they finish with their budget presentation, and the Honorable Commissioner for Health also. It's a pleasure to welcome you all to Ogun State, the Gateway State. Ogun State is a leader in various sectors, including education, entertainment, economy, and health. From the late sage, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, to the current governor of Ogun State, the state has embodied the essence of name of Gateway State. The first state university in Nigeria is Olabisi Onabanjo University. If you permit me, I will say that is the best. And our guest speaker and a lot of us here are proud alumnus of the first state university in Nigeria. And we currently we are led by a medical professional, Professor Deji Agbola, who is setting pace. We believe that the health sector is experiencing similar growth and development under the leadership of Prince Dapo Abiodun. I want to thank the Commissioner for Health of Ogun State, Dr. Tomi Koka, who daily is working tirelessly to ensure there's an improved health sector and quality of healthcare delivery in Ogun State. I also like to acknowledge the effort of our health institution in Ogun State. Dr. Agbola just came in now. He's the MD and Provost of Aro. They are doing a lot, and they have close to a 10-bed ICU in a neuropsychiatry hospital just to cater for the masses. And not too long ago, they were in this community to take away those that are mentally deranged as a form of their own community outreach. And sir, we appreciate all what you do. Olabisi Onabanjo University Teaching Hospital is also setting pace, and yet Federal Medical Center, Abeokuta. I extend my warm welcome to the National President, Professor Bala Haudu, and the entire National Officer Council and the entire NEC members. Professor Bala Haudu, I meant what I said. I have learned diplomacy from you, and I will continue to use diplomacy. The theme of this year's NEC, Beyond Crossroad, Unlocking Health System Potential Through Partnership, and the sub-theme, Caring for the Caregiver, Doctors' Welfare, and Mental Resilience in a Broken System are timely. And we are confident that our guest lecturer, Dr. Babatunde Ekpaye, will do the justice to the main topic, while the panelists are seasoned speakers. The welfare of doctors and the health for doctors and healthcare provider is paramount. And we plead with policymakers, with government, to kindly make it a priority. If there's anything that can be done for doctors and health workers, is to pay attention to their welfare. We will respect everybody once the welfare of doctor is well taken care of. On behalf of all doctors in Ogun State, my executive council, I wish all NEC members a fruitful deliberation and a wonderful experience in Ogun State. Please forgive us if there is any shortcoming, but we will ensure that your stay in Ogun State is a memorable one. Ekabo. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much. So in NMA, diplomacy is winning, advocacy is winning. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we've heard from the host chairman. It's time for us to hear from, for lack of a better word, the horse's mouth. The president of the Nigerian Medical Association to give us his welcome address. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the microphone Professor Bala Muhammad Audu, President of the Nigerian Medical Association, for his welcome address. Mic check.
Mr. Chairman, the Governor of Ogun State in absentia, the representative of the Governor of Kwara State, the Honorable Commissioner of Health, Kwara State, the Honorable Commissioner of Health of Ogun State, our royal fathers, our distinguished guests, our awardees, members of the National Officers Committees, past presidents, chairmen and secretaries of states, chairmen and secretaries of affiliate bodies, the local organizing committee and chair of the local organizing committee, the chairman of NMA Ogun State, colleagues, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of all Nigerian doctors, it gives me the singular honor to welcome you all to the 2025 December National Executive Council meeting of the Nigerian Medical Association, which is holding here in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, the gateway state. The hospitality provided by the government and good people of Ogun State, particularly the Ogun State doctors, has set the atmosphere for fruitful deliberations that will impact positively on our healthcare system, the well-being of medical, and indeed, all healthcare professionals. This National Executive Council meeting comes at a time when we are indeed at crossroads with many challenging issues that border on correcting and implementing numerous agreements, benefits, and policies that would have enabled doctors perform better at their positions of responsibilities. As we all know, some of these issues are over 3 decades old, others over a decade, and yet others of more recent. This meeting offers us the opportunity to review these issues with all stakeholders, to review the progresses that have been made, to identify persistent challenges, and how best to engage government and all stakeholders in resolving these issues through diplomacy, dialogue, and constructive engagement. Indeed, that is why today the theme of this NEC meeting is Beyond Crossroads, Unlocking Health System Potential Through Partnerships, with a sub-theme, Caring for the Caregivers, Doctors' Welfare and Mental Resilience in a Broken System. I'm sure our guest speaker will do justice to these topics to set the ball rolling to our next meeting. We are sure that we can find common grounds upon which to proceed and guarantee Nigerians best quality, patient-centered, respectable care along the entire continuum of care, from healthy living through to palliative care, and across all levels of care, primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary care, in both public as well as in private health facilities, and across all public healthcare institutions, be it at local, state, or federal level. Therefore, let me use this opportunity to thank each and every one of us here for making out time to come, and to thank the government and good people of Ogun State for their generous and tremendous support for this NEC meeting. And to our guests, to our speaker, to our awardees, and indeed to the local organizing committee, to thank each and every one of you who have come to bless this occasion, and for being great hosts and guests, as the case may be. Let me finally wish each and every one of us smooth and fruitful deliberations. Ekushé.
Please, you can make that louder. Thank you, our esteemed NMA President. And for his own address, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite this gentleman. He was 70 in October, but he's still a man that is working tirelessly to affect lives. He's had 39 years, over 39 years of experience in general practice. The past chairman, NMA Ogun State, is immediate past district governor, Rotary International, District 911, is the CMD, Ace Medical Clinics Limited, and is the chairman of today. Please, with a warm and a big round of applause, and let's welcome Dr. Oluwole Kukoyi as he gives his address.
Thank you very much, MC, for letting the cat out of the bag. Well, good morning, everyone. I want to thank my chairman, Dr. Lukman, and also our national president, Dr. Audu, for laying the protocol for this gathering. Otherwise, it would have been a very huge task for me to do, considering the quality and caliber of personalities that gathered here this morning. Nonetheless, let me quickly, once again, recognize our national president, Dr. Bala Mohammed Audu. He looks so much like an Egba chief today. I do believe that before he leaves, that maybe that will come his way. I also recognize the NOC officers, my very revered and respected past presidents of this great and noble association. I acknowledge you and I welcome you to Abeokuta. Permit me to single out one Nigerian who has made us proud in the international scene, who has been the #1 medical doctor all over the world. That is the lion killer, Dr. Osahoina Bulele. We are very, very proud of your achievements. I want to thank you for flying the flag of Nigeria across all nations. Thank you very much. May I also respectfully recognize the royal fathers that are here, and I want to use Professor Matemilola de Olowo Ofowu as a point of contact to all our royal fathers. We want to thank all of you for being here. We acknowledge the huge work you are doing to ensure peace in our various communities that are represented here. Thank you so much for coming. For the guest speaker, he needs no further introduction except to say that he is an illustrious son, and in fact, Balogun of Ijebu, where I also come from. Can you please give him a round of applause? We are also very, very proud of this man. He's very, very passionate about issues that affect doctors, not only when he was a commissioner, but before and after. So we give you due respect. May I recognize all doctors that are here and all those that are representing various state governments here. We welcome you. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to stand before this assembly of distinguished Nigerians as the chair of the opening ceremony scientific conference of the National Executive Council of Nigerian Medical Association. Thank you for the honor of inviting me. Please let me take a few seconds or minutes to recall that the last time Abeokuta hosted doctors at the national level was Gateway 2009. And by sheer coincidence, I was the chairman of NMA at that time. That is why I see this as a big honor to be the chair of this event. As a build-up to that conference in 2009, we traveled all over the country. I remember we visited General Ibrahim Babangida. I think Dr. Akindele, past chairman of NMA, is there. He was part of the delegation. We visited the late Professor Shotimei and so many others. Indeed, Gateway 2009 was a watershed in the history of NMA, AGM, and scientific conferences. I want to thank NMA for giving us that opportunity to host you in 2009. That was 16 years ago. As we gather here today, Nigeria's healthcare system stands at a critical juncture as we face numerous challenges, from inadequate infrastructure to brain drain to shortage of manpower, yet we also see opportunities for growth and collaboration. Permit me to also compare our healthcare and economic indicators with two countries, UK and Canada, and I do that for obvious reasons. These are the destinations where most of our professional resources migrate. I won't bore you with statistics because I know that all of us are aware of all this, but what are the key observations? Healthcare funding. Canada and the UK invest significantly more in healthcare as a percentage of GDP compared to Nigeria. Health outcomes. We all know the life expectancy is higher in Canada and the UK, 82 and 85 respectively, while Nigeria is 55. Healthcare infrastructure. Canada and the UK have more physicians and hospital beds per capita compared to Nigeria. These comparisons reinforce the need for Nigeria to strengthen its healthcare system through partnerships and collaborations, focusing on increasing funding, improving infrastructure, and enhancing health outcomes. There are quite a lot of questions and concerns that easily come to our mind. Some of them, let me just quickly go through. What role can private sector organizations play in strengthening Nigeria's healthcare system? How can the Nigerian Medical Association foster stronger partnerships with government agencies to improve healthcare delivery? What strategies can be implemented to address the brain drain of healthcare professionals in Nigeria? How can healthcare partnerships in Nigeria prioritize community engagement and social accountability? How can Nigeria leverage digital health technologies to improve healthcare access and quality? And what are the benefits and challenges of public-private partnerships in healthcare in Nigeria? I have no doubt in my mind that our keynote speaker and others at this conference will squarely address these issues. Let me also note that the Nigerian Medical Association has been a driving force in advocating for healthcare reforms and promoting quality healthcare delivery. Our partnerships with government agencies, private sector organizations, and international bodies has yielded positive results, and we must continue to strengthen these collaborations. We must prioritize healthcare funding. We must improve working conditions of doctors and other healthcare professionals. And we must provide quality care to all Nigerians. I observed that when we're reading the Hippocratic Oath, Dr. Idris, you recall that he said, I will take care of my health 3 times. And I think that was for a purpose. And that tells us that all of us as caregivers, we must also ensure that we take care of our health. And that is why I think the sub-theme, caring for the caregivers, is also extremely very relevant at this forum. By working together, we can unlock the full potential of our health system and provide quality care to Nigerians. Let us use this conference as a platform to share ideas, to share best practices and innovative solutions to the challenges we face. Together, we can shape the future of healthcare in Nigeria and make a lasting impact on the lives of our people. Once again, you are welcome to Abeokuta, which is a very hospitable city, and I'm sure in the next few days you realize what I mean. Thank you very much. I wish us a very successful event today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have crossroads in our healthcare system? Certainly we do. Are there ways forward? Certainly there are ways forward. And that is why the speaker has been carefully selected. But before he comes, I would like to acknowledge the following people. Professor Ali Gombe, the former Minister of Health for States. Sir, please can you stand for recognition? You're welcome, sir. Also, we have Professor Atoyebi, past President, NMA, and former Registrar, National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria. Sir, please stand for recognition. Okay, thank you so much. To read the citation of our speaker, I would like to invite Dr. Folayemi Babalola.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Standing on the existing protocol, I will be reading the citation of our guest speaker, Dr. Babatunde Ikpaye. Dr. Babatunde Ikpaye is an outstanding governance and public health specialist with over 3 decades of progressive experience in healthcare delivery, leadership, high-level advocacy, policy development, strategic planning, program and project reviews, reforms, performance management, and digital innovations. He graduated 33 years ago as the overall best doctor and won 5 university awards, including the University Chancellor's Prize. In 1995, he established Idunu Hospital, Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, and grew the practice from a 3-bedded facility to a 25-bedded, fully built hospital. Idunu Hospital provided comprehensive primary and secondary services for the people with attachments in its catchment area for over 15 years. He thereafter divested from active clinical practice to public health services, education, technical advisory, business development, and institutional capacity development. On several occasions, Dr. Babatunde provided high-level managerial and technical support to country-level programs for malaria, tuberculosis, HIV and AIDS, health systems, and COVID-19. He also participated in several international technical missions to Ethiopia, Rwanda, Zambia, Kenya, South Africa, Uganda, Ghana, United Kingdom, France, Germany, USA, and very recently, China. Dr. Babatunde was lead consultant for writing Nigeria's proposals for the Resilient and Sustainable Systems for Health, RSSH, in 2020 and 2023, He also led the writing of Nigeria's COVID-19 grant proposal to the Global Fund. All the 3 proposals were successful. As one of the foremost public health experts in Nigeria, he led the development of several national policy and plans. These include, but not limited to, the National Program and Strategic Framework for Community Health in Nigeria, the Nigeria's National Malaria Strategic Plan 2021 to 2025, the Nigeria's Community Health Influencers, Promoters and Services CHIPS Program Strategic Plan 2023 to 2027, the Health Industry Corporation of Nigeria Policy, the Health Industry Corporation of Nigeria Strategic Plan 2024 to 2028, the National Action Plan for Health Security in Nigeria 2025 to 2029. Before his appointment as Honorable Minister for Health in Ogun State, between 2015 and 2019, he was consultant